Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of GGRC, where I'm trying to keep good games alive. I'm RC, and today we're checking out Steamworld Dig 2. This is a brand new game, just came out this weekend here, and I've been having a ton of fun with this game here. You play as this robot here, Dot, and you are in search of the missing robot Rusty from the first game. He's gone missing, no one knows where he is. So you're out here trying to find him, and you're pretty much playing the same game you did in the first, except things are a little bit more pretty, things are a little bit more expanded, and the game is just as fun to play as the original was. But you gotta say, man, wow, I love the art style of this game and all of the Steamworld games. So what we have just gotten is, if you look in the bottom left corner, you can see with the L button we have this jackhammer ability here. We've actually, let me head back. We've actually just gotten that. So we're probably 2 to 2.5 hours in. We're going to talk to this mayor guy here because he's going to direct our next quest here. This blue arrow sort of highlights what we're supposed to do next for the quest. So I made it below the wall and found Mason Station, but no sign of Rusty yet. Hey now, why would any sane bot want to dig that deep? You don't want to enter Shiner country now, do you? So these Shiners that they all keep talking about are these really, I don't even know what they are yet, but they're these really evil things that they were trying to keep out of the town. So, but it says the jackhammer will smash through those bricks that we're trying to get through, because there was a barrier down to get further into the level, and we needed the jackhammer to get there. So this game has a little bit of that Metroidvania thing going on, where you know, collecting new abilities and upgrading and using these new abilities to get to new areas you couldn't before. He's letting you know, though, that it uses the water level, and the blue X marks our next quest objective here. And there you go. New quest, we gotta level up. Every time you level up, you get a sell bonus, because the core mechanic here is you are collecting new gems, and every time you collect these gems, you come up to the town up here, sell these gems, and then you get them to go use at this workbench here. So he's letting you know he's getting a new shipment of parts here, and when you get the new shipment of parts, that means you get new upgrades to use with Dot here. And that's the other thing I didn't mention yet, is that Steamworld Dig 2 actually shows, because Rusty is missing, the robot from the first game, we have a brand new heroine here to play as. Her name is Dot, and so far I've liked her. She's been very straightforward, not as much personality as I might like coming from a new character, but I do like her. I like her design. She's got a cool look. But anyway, here are the upgrades. So we've just hit level 6. You can see we have all these different options here. We have a brand new pickaxe we could pick from. We got a bag that would make your inventory a little bit bigger to carry more, better armor. You can upgrade your water tank so you can hold more water to use with your acid bomb and your auger or jackhammer. And you can see there's still a couple of abilities that I have not unlocked yet. Couple that we did unlock, though, is the sprint hydraulics and the fate engine. The sprint hydraulics are really cool because it helps you sprint through different areas to get a better jump over to different areas as well. So when you go over to the next menu, you actually have the ability to use cogs to upgrade all of these things. So right now I have one on my pickaxe that shows, I'm going to give plus 5 extra XP, or I'm going to get plus 5 extra XP from enemies that I kill with the pickaxe. The other one I have ready to go is that this lets me store 2 gems per slot. So now if I have a slot where there was only 1 gem that would be able to fit in that one slot there for that bag, I can now fit 2. So that's pretty helpful there, actually. Core diversity. This is something new that I must have just unlocked. Fluid polychromatic armor that provides a small chance of getting 3 rainbow orbs every time an enemy is defeated. And the rainbow orbs will help fill up your elements that you see up in the top left. You have hearts, water, and light. And you need to keep those things up at all times or else you're going to go. So that is a quick basic look at, basically what's surrounding the main gameplay. Let's jump back into the main gameplay here, and I'll show you what this is all about. I don't think we want to go furthest down. I think we actually want to go to this one because we have a secret that we can collect here. So here we are. For those of you who have played Steamworld Dig, you're going to notice that this is kind of the same as the original game, except with improved graphics, as we mentioned. Now, we were talking about the sprint ability that I have with Dot here. You'll notice that that comes in handy because here you cannot jump and hit this normally. But if you sprint, boom. Gives you a little bit more leverage, which is really helpful. Boom, and that's our bomb. If you shoot this, that'll actually attach to certain areas and blow up the bricks. Obviously, I'm shooting them at the hard bricks that can never be taken out. And I got a refill on water here because the water, as everything is steampunk or steam-based, everything revolves around water, having water. But for us to get the gem that's in this brick right here, we have to run up here and we got to use the new auger. Boom. Now we can work our way over to this secret. So this is a sweet secret box, and that gives us an upgrade cog. So we might actually go and use that really quick before we move on here. And we'll grab this first as well. Boom. Been meaning to grab that upgrade box for quite some time now. And I was like, man, how am I going to be able to get to this? But that made it a lot easier. This is your warp point. I'm sorry, I didn't really explain that as we... So, in the beginning of the game, you actually have to unlock all of these pipes to gain access to further and further down the cave. The further down you go, the more enemies get difficult to deal with, and the more powerful or the more expensive gems, more worthwhile gems you can find, and the better abilities you'll find as well. So we'll go up to this guy and we'll sell the gems that we just collected, which isn't much, but we do get a 25% bonus, which is helpful. That brings us up to 50, and we got a cog to use. Having just used a cog, we can actually apply that to any of these that have one, because you can see at the top right we got 50 gold and one cog to use. But the question is what to use it with. I think we're going to put it on this one that we were talking about before. If you take out an enemy, you have the chance of getting a rainbow orb, so I'm going to grab that because that will be helpful. But now with 50, we might be... Yeah, I think we're a little too high to buy anything right now. I bought all the low-tier stuff. Yeah, so the most... I'm sorry, the least we would need is 125 to... Or no, it's actually 100 for the lamp, so once we reach 100, we can actually buy the next upgrade. So now we go back to the fast travel thing. And we're going to go back all the way to the bottom. Okay, what do we want to do here? I guess we're just going to keep moving on down. We'll use the jackhammer to do so. So that enemy was actually just about to pop out and get me right there. But we were able to take him out first. But that one's going to burst through, and we're going to have to be a little bit more careful about how we approach this. We do have one enemy to take out. Nope, we got another enemy above us that we might have to take out. Or we might be able to just leave him there. Okay. Whoops. Don't want to fall down. We gotta grab as many gems as we can. So part of this game, whether you're, into this or not, a big part of this game... Oh, he broke out right before we could take him out. We got him. You are grinding like crazy through this game. Like, that is the name of this game. You need to find all the gems that you can. We're gonna make a couple of spaces here. This guy can actually see you through walls and break through them. He's pretty powerful, but you can time it right, you can jump over him. No big whoop. Oh, okay, we're good. So yeah, just like the first game, grinding is the name of the game. You want to try to get all the gems you can to keep upgrading. You got to keep moving, That's just how the game works. Whoa, he almost got... Oh, he did get me right there. There we go. But one of the new things they did add, as you notice, is when you kill enemies, you are gaining experience, and every time you gain experience, you get new levels, and you get discounts on stuff in the store, which is super helpful. There we go, take him out before he shows up. So when you play this game, you will start noticing a pattern. The pattern is basically, you get as many gems as you can. Oh, that's a big one right there. So normally you see down on the bottom, that's where all your gems are stored. That big blue one that we just collected that normally takes up one spot. But now with the ability that we were talking about with our upgrade cogs, we now can store 2 in that one bag. And we're getting very close to the point where we're going to have to go back up and trade this stuff in, because as soon as you're full, you got to trade that stuff in. You can also fill up those lamps, which is helpful. Oh man, can't take out the enemies that way, huh? Oh, he's in the water with me. Okay, we gotta see what we can do against these guys. They're hoarding my stuff down here. We'll risk it. Oh, he took out his buddy. I didn't know they could do that. Oh, he did that too. There we go. We got him. We're safe. Alright, so we are pretty full here. I think... Whoa. Taking out his friend again. So I think we're going to head up, trade this stuff in. You also get experience for finishing my thoughts on the whole experience thing. I apologize for that. We got another lamp over here we're going to light as well. But you also get experience for finishing quests. So when you finish a quest, you actually get like a nice... Oops. Wrong button there. There we go. Yeah, we want to sprint up. You get a nice chunk for finishing quests, too. So when you turn those into the mayor and everything, most of the time you're going to get at least a level from that. So let's trade all this in. We should get a pretty penny from this, and we should be able to get at least one upgrade. So again, want to emphasize, this is the name of the game. The name of the game is trade stuff in, get cash, upgrade, and do quests. So for anybody who just likes doing that, this is going to be something you're going to really like doing. I really thoroughly enjoyed the first game, and the second game is just more of the same, and I am really into it. I'm going to go with a bag so I have more space for storing. When you unlock that, though, you get more space again for, or rather you unlock yet another cog mod that you can use with your whatever item it is. So for this one, it's lets you return to El Machino instantly without losing any resources. Activate this ability in the System tab. So that's pretty cool, actually. You can just come right back from wherever you're at. A nice, like, home portal. The Portal of Pardon, it's called. And at any point, I like that they added this, is you could pull cogs right off. So if you want to move over to this one, I could pull 3 off of something else and add them over to that. I think I'm going to wait on that and collect a few more cogs to grab that. I wonder how many cogs you can actually get in this game, if you can actually fill all of these up or not. But that does sound like a really powerful ability, the whole portaling back home thing. These robots will sometimes have new things for you to read from them. She has a new speech bubble here. Hello again, friend. It's not easy getting to know people around here. Not at all like back home, where you know everybody from the day you're assembled. Isn't that true? The city has a pulse of its own. People are just too busy to stop and chat, even too busy to be nice to each other. And then Fen says, or it's just you. Now, this was the part that I did not mention. In addition to Dot, you have a friend named Fen. He's not really a friend, but he was this like digital soul that was trapped inside this robot. At the very beginning, you have a boss fight with a robot, and when you destroy it, this Fen character ends up joining you. And he pretty much just insults everybody all of the time. I'm not sure that I'm really a big fan of him yet, but he did have a really funny part at the beginning where he was trying to urge Dot to jump off of a cliff because he's not a big fan of robots. But that was a pretty funny line. He was like, here, I want to show you something. And he's like, come closer. And he gets to the edge of the cliff, and he peeks out, and he goes over the cliff because he could fly, and he's like, okay, just a little bit closer now. And he kind of laughs, and you're like, oh boy. Fen, the murderous robot soul. Really strange. So this woman, she's not really saying anything super helpful for the quest, but that's okay. Sometimes the personalities of all the robots and the conversations and everything. They do hide some really good jokes in there. Alright, let's head on back down. So our next quest objective is way down there. I don't know that we're actually going to make it to that within this playthrough, but while we check out the game here today, you're at least going to be able to get like a really good idea of what this game is all about. And to be quite honest, in the 15 minutes that we've been kind of looking at it right now, you've pretty much seen what the game is about. We've had one boss fight so far in the game. It's been the only one. The one at the very beginning with Fen or whatever. Which is pretty interesting. I thought I would have run into another one by now. But I guess not. There we go. Got him before he exploded. But you do get these one-off little doorways here that you can go into. And sometimes these have abilities for you to collect. Other times these just have secrets for you to find. I'm a big fan of doing these. These hidden cave areas, I think, are really cool. So right here we know that... Okay, so now I gotta run... And I got to get up there before this thing explodes. Had plenty of time to do it. But there was a harder one earlier where you actually had to outrun some falling rocks. If those rocks fall on you, you are dead. And that sucks, but hey, that's how it works. This one, we got to do the same thing. Oh, don't want to get caught up there. Oh, got to keep going. Okay, so this is going to go down again. We got to keep running. I think with this one we gotta keep holding on to it. Oh, wow. Oh! I totally failed on that one. Jeez. So this one is a bit tougher than I was expecting. Let's give it one more shot, though. So far in the game, I like that these rooms are actually testing you. Now you can see what we're actually aiming for. Once we get to the top up there, there's one of those cog boxes there. Which sometimes could be a treasure, sometimes it's a cog. You actually do turn in treasures to another character. He wants the treasures, so that way he'll give you blueprints to other things that are helpful for you. Oh, there we go. That's what we had to do right there. Okay, we have to hit that first. Okay, so we're getting 2 in this one. 2 for the price of 1. Ooh, don't want to fall there, I don't think. Let's try here first. Was that was not the one I saw, right? There was one above me. Oh, this is where we gotta go. Okay. Looking at the map, I was not so sure. Okay, there's nothing above me. There we go. Easy one to get to. So there you go. We got 2 upgrade cogs just for doing that one room. And when you go through, you can actually take a look at your map. Now, what's interesting about that is that if you look on here, you'll see that a cave that's done has a little check on it. The cave that I just finished, there's still some unfinished business in there. And that's because the Image and Forum team has been really good at hiding little rooms throughout this game. So far I found 2 very, very secret rooms. So, from what I've heard, this game is around the like 6 to 8 hour mark on as far as like the single player game, which I'm okay with. I like when games are a little bit shorter nowadays because that means I'll actually be able to finish them. But I love that they added the replay value of being able to find secrets and stuff like that. I think that's super, super cool. Oh, I didn't make that one. Oh, we're still... Oh, I could have kept hugging it, but no big deal there. Now, oftentimes... Oop, you can't hit start on these ones and check out the map. Okay, I thought maybe if you could check out your map for this little area, you might be able to see where it is you gotta go, but that does not look to be the case. But you can see, if you look on the map as I'm heading out to this next area here, that there's always going to be one area that you're pretty confident that you haven't checked out yet, which is where you need to go. If you look above this area right here, it looks like that's where I need to go, because but it doesn't seem like there's anything to actually climb there. Oh, jeez, I messed up that jump once again. Yeah, I don't know that am I going to be able to climb this? Okay, I can stick with this area here. Yeah, I might have to come back here and do this one again later. But there's got to be something to do above that area there. So while you're making your way to find other quests and stuff, you're going to be doing those little rooms there. And in my opinion, I think they're a lot of fun. A lot of them have like some very, very challenging areas, as you can see there. Not that those were super challenging, but they were fun challenging. There we go. We got him before he could explode. Let's light this lamp here. Oop. Oh, okay. There we go. Into the water. That'll take him out. There we go. Okay, move on over here. Collecting all kinds of good gems here. You want to slide down here? This looks like there's nothing. Wow, okay. Was not expecting that drop. These cactuses are interesting. When you hit them, they spit those out and they take out some of the rocks below. Oh, wow, I couldn't get that guy out first. That's okay. We're still in this. Got him out, though. We might actually make it to this quest objective. That would be great if we did. Oh, man, we got some kind of big toucan bird. Oh, man. That dude does some damage. Time for me to get an armor upgrade, I think. I've been sort of avoiding that for a little while. Oh, wow, he actually made it over. Well, we'll hit him with a bomb. Boom. Yeah, take him out that way. Sometimes it's the best thing to do. The other name of the game, the other rule, stay alive at all costs. If you die at any point, you're going to lose most of what you're carrying, which can be a huge hassle. Oh, he's going to burst through. We'll run down. We'll give him a shot of my bomb here. There we go. And that rock is going to fall, so we will just hang here. Hit these cactuses, though. Alright, so our next objective is right there, but before we move on to that... oh, I don't think I really left me a good way to jump back up, did I? Don't think I did. Can I make a new path up here? It doesn't look that way. Alright, we might have to just keep heading down, I guess, then. I was kind of hoping that we could head back up and trade in our gems first before we continued on to whatever it is we're going to be doing here, because it looks like we're going to be heading into some kind of a boss battle or something, so... Let's try to get, let's try to get good here, right? Let's try to see if we can actually climb our way out of here. What we got to do is we really got to make this jump over here somehow. I feel like it's possible. I need water. Where is the nearest warp? It's way up there, so there must be a warp nearby. If we drop here... There we go. Being a little bit more smart about where I'm going here. Oh, secret area, huh? I'm into that. There must be some kind of a warp over here. Oh, don't die! Oh, no! No! Wow. I lost a bunch of that stuff. You see all the stuff I lost? That's why you don't want to die. Alright, well... I guess we have nothing to lose now. We could just jump right into the quest area. Wow, that sucks. Ugh. I feel terrible about my performance right there. Wow, I ran right under that rock. And I don't believe you're allowed to collect any of that stuff back either. Man. All that collecting, all that gold, that was my armor upgrade right there. There's some kind of secret over here. How do you get into that? I think I see it above me. Oop, there we go. It's hitting down a little early there. Okay, this will make up for some of what I did there. But the thing is, I don't think it'll be enough to get my armor upgrade before whatever it is we're going to be doing in here. I'd like to get that before we actually take this. I'm assuming we're going to be taking a boss on. That's the only thing I can assume here. Alright, so that's a big drop right there. Oh, you know what? It's stupid of me, because even if I wanted to get back, there's no way I'd be able to, because of that big drop there. Well, you know what? I already lost a ton of stuff. Oh, jeez, I thought I got you. I already lost a ton of gems and stuff like that. Let's just go for it here. Let's just see what is in this supposed boss encounter here. Or this room, whatever it is. I am curious, though. If I go back to where I died here, if I could pick up my stuff or not. I'm gonna guess no. That would be great, though, if you could. Whoa. Okay, yeah, let's just go do the boss encounter here, or this room, whatever this turns out to be. Let's check it out. There's some guy here. So you can talk to Finn at certain points here, and he'll give you some tips. Not that the tips are ever usually that helpful, but sometimes he'll give you a little something. So he says, hey, what's that freaky mutant thing doing down here? That's a shiner, Finn. Be quiet, it's sleeping. Do we want to be quiet, or do we want to shoot it? Oop, I jumped right on it, didn't I? Another earthquake. Whoa. Shiners are humans, apparently. Oh, we're making contact with humans. Humans. It's a first for the Steamworld, I believe. There were goblins in the first game, but I don't remember actually humans. Oh, okay, so we made friends, so that's good. We didn't have to fight yet. So we're gonna go talk to her and see if she can give us some info on where Rusty actually is. Oh wow, this is cool. So we got like a whole human area where we can talk to people. That's a little different. Very cool. I like that. Something a little different. Oh, we got a teleport. Oh, nice. Okay. Very cool. Alright, I'm gonna go trade my stuff in first before we start this next leg of the quest. Always important. And I'm assuming all the people here, you can see that their speech bubbles have shown up here. I'm assuming they're going to be asking me questions about, you know, what are you doing down there with the humans and this, that, and the other thing, you know? Well, I'm going to save that for another time. Oh, and there's some big door to go through here? Interesting. Okay, so these creatures do look like the ones that were from the first one. All of them were always green and kind of gross looking, but some of these look similar, but they don't look as gross as those characters from the other one. And some of these people, they look, well, like people. So it almost suggests that Rusty, they're giving you some clues here, they're almost suggesting that Rusty has almost gone crazy. My theory, because they keep talking about all these earthquakes and stuff like that, they're probably being caused by Rusty in some way. Maybe he's gone haywire, you gotta fix him at the end of the game. So now she's opened up a new way for us to go, and now we can go that way. And we can enter the mining station. So this guy's just giving you a little bit of rhetoric and story on Rosie, where she came from, and that kind of thing. And I will talk to all of these characters another time. Let's check out this new area here, and I think we will call the video there. And I think that gives you guys a good view of Steamworld Dig 2. Very cool game. Really, really enjoying myself with it so far. Oh, we do have an ability in this one, so maybe we'll play through this first. Yeah, let's try to get that ability. Let's see what that is. Oh, that wasn't so hard to get to. Okay. What do we get? We got the hook shot. Hold R to use the hook shot. Oh, cool. That is going to be so helpful getting back up to certain areas. Okay, I'm hooked up, but I cannot use my abilities. I was hoping maybe I could, you know, use my axe or something like that while I was doing it. But that is going to be super helpful in this game. So good, I'm glad we did that. We did some quest stuff. You guys were able to see... Oops, didn't mean to use the bomb. I want to use the hook shot. Oh man, that flings you up too. That might be where we're going to be able to get to that secret area there. Oh, we gotta... Okay, we gotta go back down. Oh, we need just enough momentum. There we go. Now we can get this barbell here, and I can show you one last thing before we go, which is the collectibles that you can get with the one guy there. That's a cool ability, man. Alright, we need to figure... Oh, I see, okay. So what we want to do is jump up here, use the bomb and the cactus. Those cactuses can be deadly. Can we actually do a diagonal one? No, we can't. You can do up, down, left, and right, and that is it. That works, though. Oh, we can actually use that to hit the cactuses. That's cool to know. Alright, let's get our cog here first. Get these cogs like crazy. Oh, and gems. Can't forget the gems. Man, I still can't believe I beefed it earlier and lost all those gems. That is quite annoying. Yeah, let's talk to Rosie real quick, and then we'll go talk to the guy with the blueprints. Alright, so we gotta head back up there to the town. Now we can reach a higher place in town, so that's what we're gonna use the hook shot for. So let's head back to town anyway. Boom, we just got to level up for finishing the quest. Now we get 30% bonus on cells. That's nice. Let's go all the way back to the top. And let's go talk to this guy first real quick. Alright, so this guy down here, what we just picked up was that barbell thing, right? So he's telling us, so far we found 7 different fascinating artifacts. So he gives you different blueprints. The next one I can get is at 10, it said. So what he does is when you reach that amount, you go back here, and you go over to Cog Mods. I find that difficult to say, but he'll actually give you blueprints to use here. Like this was the first one that I got, I believe. Gaze of Odin. So if I were to put a cog into this one, it displays your enemy's health once you damage them. So that I don't think is like super duper helpful unless you really need to see if an enemy is like out of your league or not. But he has given other blueprints here as well. You could see behind. Oh, here is the second one I got. So this one I'm actually using was one of his blueprints. But you can see these other ones with the little piece of paper behind the lock. Those are blueprints that you can actually unlock. And with 3 cogs, what do we want to get? That's the question. Well, I will decide that later. And I just want to say thank you for watching, everybody. That is Steamworld Dig 2. I think it's a great little game. I'm having a ton of fun with it. And, you know, I'm probably going to continue playing it after this video. But I wanted to give you a look at it to see if it was something that was, you know, up your alley. As of right now, I know that I did a video a few weeks ago where Steamworld Dig, the first one, was it's for free over on EA's Origin launcher. So if that is still available, which I believe it is, definitely go grab a copy of that. If you play a little bit of that and you like it, I think you will like this game just as much. And so yeah, there you go, Steamworld Dig 2. Check it out. I think it's great. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to check out some of the other GGRC episodes. And if you're feeling a little retro, why not jump into the Quake Grave, where you can watch me play through a lot of different custom maps in Quake. Enjoy!